Hello student, good morning everyone and welcome you once again to my YouTube chemistry channel Amazing Chemistry Classes. I am your chemistry teacher, an educator and senior research scientist by profile, Dr. Rohit Chakravarti. Welcome you once again on my YouTube channel. So today a new topic I am going to start with you. This is from your organic chemistry, hello arenes. अभी तक मैंने आप लोगों के साथ डिस्कस किया हेलो एल्केन्स, जिसमें मैंने आप लोगों को सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन, डिफरेंट क्लासिफिकेशंस, देन SN1 SN2 रिएक्शंस, reaction properties, what is the difference between SN1 and SN2 reaction, how what are the different type of reaction in haloalkanes, that is your substitution elimination reactions. So ये सब मैं ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुका हूँ आप लोगों के साथ. इन केस यू गाइज आर न्यू on my channel, so please watch all those videos. I have uploaded videos on previous year questions from different chapters of your organic chemistry, from phenol, alcohol, ethers, from aldehyde, carboxylic acids. तो आप लोग मेरी वीडियोस को देखिए और बेनिफिट उठाइए. All I can say is that I have been doing very hard work for you guys so that you guys can take full advantage of my knowledge. So start करते हैं आज की वीडियो. First slide is preparation of haloarenes. So what is the difference between haloalkane and haloarene? Let me discuss. In haloalkane there is a aliphatic chain. Okay, there is no cyclic ring, but in haloarene there is a cyclic ring. Benzene is there. As you guys can see, first reaction is your preparation of haloarene by direct halogenation of arenes. So halogenation of arene in the presence of Lewis acid. Here Lewis acid we are using copper chloride, metal halides जितने भी होते हैं, जैसे aluminium chloride we considered as a Lewis acid. So aluminium halide or ferric halides which act as a catalyst for these reactions. So here what happen when it react with nitrous acid and HCl, there is a formation of benzene disonium chloride. Very important formula, C6H5N2Cl from aniline. बच्चों ये कंपाउंड ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री का ऐसा बोल सकते हैं जिससे आप नंबर ऑफ रिएक्शंस देखेंगे एंड इट विल हेल्प इन द रिएक्शन कन्वर्जन ऑल्सो. दिस रिएक्शन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो मैं आप लोगों को बोलूँगा प्लीज़ आप लोग इसका एक स्नैपशॉट ले लीजिए, because this conversion is very important from aniline to benzene disonium chloride, and from benzene disonium chloride how can we convert with chlorobenzene? Through cuprous chloride and HCl. Okay, so there is a reaction and it results in the formation of chlorobenzene. Okay, next one is again the same on the same topic, that is preparation of haloarene. Second method is where we can see there is a iodination. Again benzene disonium chloride, it reacts with iodo derivative, results in the formation of iodobenzene. Let me read out for you. By direct halogenation of arenes, direct iodination of arene is reversible. So it is carried out in the presence of oxidizing agent like nitric acid or iodic acid, which oxidizes the Hi form to I2. Okay. So first benzene disonium chloride will form, and fluoroarenes cannot be obtained by direct fluorination of arenes as the reaction is very violent. Very important to remember that fluorobenzene is not formed very easily because it is a highly exothermic reaction. Moreover, fluorine is very corrosive in nature, so its handling is very difficult even in industries. Those which are dealing with fluoro compounds, they have to take lot of precautions. So generally we avoid the fluorination reaction in industry also. Here the most important reaction, that is your diazotization. This reaction is known as diazotization. Here what we are using, that is sodium nitrite. So sodium nitrite when react with HCl results in the formation of nitrous acid, that is HNO2, and it reacts with HCl results in the formation of benzene disonium chloride. So benzene disonium chloride is highly unstable. This is prepared in situ by reacting aromatic amines. The name of the aromatic amine is aniline. It reacts with sodium nitrite and HCl, and this reaction is carried out at a lower temperature 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Now next, very important, Sandmeyer reaction, already discussed in my previous slide, results in the formation of chlorobenzene by treating the disonium salts with CuCl and dissolving the HCl. So in HCl it reacts and results in the formation of chlorobenzene and nitrogen as a byproduct. So by treating disonium salt with cuprous bromide dissolved in the HBr results in the formation of bromobenzene. So this reaction is known as Sandmeyer reaction. Very important for your board point of view and for your competitive exam also. So treating with disonium salt with aqueous KI solution results in the formation of iodoarenes. Next one is your Bal-Schimann reaction. Again, very important name reaction for the synthesis of fluorobenzene. Here again, diazonium salt is formed, but the difference is in spite of HCl, we are using HbF4 here. So by heating the diazonium tetrafluoroborate, fluoroarenes are obtained. So that is written over here, and this reaction is known as Bal-Schimann reaction, and the product form is fluorobenzene. All right. Now discuss about again more important reactions, that is your Gattermann reactions. What happen in Gattermann reaction? By treating again the diazonium salt with Cu and HCl, chlorobenzene is obtained, and this chlorobenzene again reacts. So there is a derivative, because chloro, as we know that chloro is a ortho and para directive, okay, because it is a electronegative element, so it will not, it will release the electron, so there will be plenty of electron on the benzene ring. So it is a ortho and para directive. Major formation is of para product, that is 1,4-dichlorobenzene. Why major formation of 1,4-dichlorobenzene बच्चों, ये मैं आपको समझाना चाहूँगा, बिकॉज आप देख सकते हैं इन डाइबेंजीन sorry, in dichloroorthobenzene में there is no symmetry. However, in 1,4-dichlorobenzene there is a symmetry. So major formation of product is of 1,4-dichlorobenzene, and the name of this reaction is Gattermann reaction. Second one is when chlorobenzene reacts with FeCl3 with chlorine, again results in the formation of 1,4-dichlorobenzene, and 1,2-dichlorobenzene is the minor product. Then how can we convert, सॉरी बच्चों बाय मिस्टेक मैंने यहाँ पे फिनॉल का एक्चुअली इट इज C6H5OH, इट रिएक्ट्स विद PCl5 और SOCl2. रिएक्शंस यहाँ पे गलत लिखी गई है मेरे से, तो आई एम सॉरी फॉर इट. फिनॉल का फॉर्मूला होता है C6H5OH एंड PCl5 एंड SOCl2, दैट इज योर थाइनिल क्लोराइड, which is a very good chlorinating agent, and it which what happened, there is a substitution, so chloro group will replace the OH and result in the formation of chlorobenzene. तो प्लीज़ इस रिएक्शन को मत लिखिएगा, ये बाय मिस्टेक लिखी गई है. फिनॉल से वैसे हम कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं इनटू क्लोरोबेंजीन, एंड इन विच जो मैंने राइटिंग में लिखा है दैट इज राइट, दैट इज PCl5 इज अ वेरी गुड क्लोरिनेटिंग एजेंट, एंड इसमें बाय प्रोडक्ट हमारा POCl3 निकलता है. एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट SOCl2, दैट इज योर थाइनिल क्लोराइड, सो द बाय प्रोडक्ट इज SO2 एंड HCl gas liberated. Now let's talk about few of the properties of haloarenes. First is your melting point. So the melting point of haloarenes are roughly the same as those of haloalkanes with an identical number of carbon atom. Suppose there is a carbon chain, cyclase chain of 6 carbon atoms. Similarly, if there is an alkyl chain of 6 carbon atoms, so the melting point more or less remains the same. They are having the identical melting point, and the melting point of isomeric dihalobenzenes, like I told you, ortho-dichlorobenzene, meta-dichlorobenzene, and para-dichlorobenzene, what will be the sequence? Para will always have the higher boiling point than ortho, and then meta. So this is the sequence. The higher melting point of para derivative is due to its symmetry. As I told you, because there is a symmetry in this para derivative, so there is having a higher melting point, which leads to the better fitting of its molecule in the crystal lattice. Because there is a better fitting, तो क्या होगा, सिमेट्री होगी. सिमेट्री की वजह से जो बॉन्ड्स होंगे वो इतनी जल्दी क्लीव नहीं करेंगे, और मेल्टिंग के लिए जो अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी चाहिए वो ज़्यादा चाहिए होगी. सो इन इफ़ यू कंसीडर द मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ 3 isomeric positions of aromatic ring, that is para, meta and ortho. So para is having higher melting point than ortho, and ortho is having more melting point than your meta. Moving on to the next topic, that is your boiling point. So the decreasing order of boiling point is iodoarenes, then your bromoarenes, then your chloroarenes, and your fluoroarenes. So for the same halogen atom, the boiling point increases with the increase in the molecular mass. That is, the number of chain get increased, so automatically the boiling point will get increased. So as the more number of alkyl chain, more will be the boiling point. And for isomeric dihaloarenes, boiling points are roughly identical. Now this is very important slide, again very important to tell me how it is important. As you guys can see, there is a chloro group, so around 7 electrons are there. In the chloro group we can see there are 6 electrons, so one electron pair will move, there will be a formation of positive charge over Cl, and double bond gets moved up, so there is a back bonding also, which results. So these are the resonating structures of chlorobenzene basically. So what happened, let me read out this, then I will make you understand what happened in this nucleophilic substitution reaction. Haloarenes are more are much less reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction than your haloalkanes. This is due to the resonance. As you can see, there are 4 resonating structures of chlorobenzene. So the C and halogen bond acquires the partial double bond character. There will be a partial double bond character in the structure, that is 2, 3 and 4. This makes the CX bond in haloarenes somewhat stronger than your haloalkanes. So there is a or you can say there is a stronger bond formation in CX bond. So nucleophilic substitution reaction is less with respect to your aliphatic compounds. So if we compare haloarenes and haloalkanes, in haloarenes nucleophilic substitution reaction is less with respect to your haloalkanes, and it is because of the 3 resonating structures which you can see here in this slide. So I hope you guys understand. आपको समझ में आया होगा कि क्यों मैं बता रहा हूँ haloarenes में substitution difficult होता है, because there is a resonating structure and there is a partial positive charge along with a double bond formation. So there is a stability. जो कंपाउंड ज़्यादा स्टेबल होगा वो इतना ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव नहीं होगा, और जो कंपाउंड लेस रिएक्टिव होंगे दे आर मोर रिएक्टिव इन नेचर. जितनी ज़्यादा स्टेबिलिटी उतनी कम रिएक्टिविटी, जितनी ज़्यादा रिएक्टिविटी उतना कम स्टेबिलिटी. आप इस तरह से भी समझ सकते हैं. सम मोर पॉइंट्स यू गाइज नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, that is haloarenes are much less reactive than towards nucleophilic substitution reaction than haloalkanes. Important point मैंने आपको बता दिया. Due to different state of hybridization of the carbon atom attached to the halogen, जब डबल बॉन्ड हो जाएगा it is sp2 hybridized, when there is a single bond so it is sp3 hybridized. This is one of the reason. And in haloalkanes carbon of CX bond is sp3 hybridized. In haloarenes the carbon is sp2 hybridized. मैंने आपको बता दिया डबल बॉन्ड होगा तो sp2, while in case of haloalkanes it is sp3 hybridized, and sp2 hybridized orbital is shorter in length as compared to the sp3 hybridized orbital of a carbon. So therefore the CX bond in haloarenes is shorter and stronger than in haloalkanes or alkyl halides. Now moving on to the next one, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction. Let me show you some nucleophilic substitution. Here again this is dinitro compound, dinitrochlorobenzene. So in this what happened, there is a aqueous NaOH reaction. So NaOH will act as a source of nucleophile, that is your hydroxy group. It will replace your chloro. So this is known as nucleophilic substitution in haloarenes. Okay, it can be activated by the presence of electron withdrawing group. As I told you in previous slides also that nitro group is a very good withdrawing group. So they will be and at ortho and para position, not at the meta position. So the substitution become easier with an increase in the number of nitro group. So more will be the more number of nitro group, it will be easy for the nucleophilic substitution, because nitro group is an electron withdrawing group. Here you can see the nucleophile source is aqueous NaOH. Next is your electrophilic substitution reaction. So there are 2 effects which work on it, that is inductive effect and mesomeric effect. So in electrophilic substitution reaction takes place at ortho and para position, as I already told you, due to resonance and plus M effect which we called it as, and negative I. Negative I is your electron withdrawing tendency, that we call it as a minus I effect. So the negative charge is localized at ortho and para position. आप लोग इसमें resonating structures देख पा रहे होंगे बच्चों, and hope you guys understand. There is a partial negative charge at the ortho and para position. So there will always be a substitution at ortho and para position, but the para position is more symmetrical. So the compound form at the para position will always be more in quantity. The para product usually predominates over the ortho product. यही मैंने आपको बताया. It is because of the steric hindrance at the ortho position. Next we talk about the electrophilic substitution reaction. यहाँ पे मैं आप लोगों को जैसे क्लोरोबेंजीन का again there is a chlorination, so it will goes to the ortho and para. Already मैंने आप लोगों के साथ discuss किया है. Similarly when we talk about Wood's reaction, this is Wood's reaction actually. There is a formation of toluene. What happens when chlorobenzene reacts with chloromethane in presence of sodium metal and dry ether will act as a solvent. So there is a formation of toluene. Okay, and sodium chloride as a. अगर हम लोग नाइट्रेशन की बात करेंगे बच्चों, मैंने बाय मिस्टेक यहाँ नाइट्रेशन लिखा हुआ है. नाइट्रेशन, नाइट्रिक एसिड एंड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड will act as an nitrating agent where nitronium ion, that is NO2 positive, will attack on this ring and it will come on ortho and para position. So electrophilic substitution में हम 3 reactions mainly पढ़ते हैं, that is halogenation, nitration and sulfonation. By mistake मैंने यहाँ पे toluene बना दिया है. Actually यहाँ पे HNO3 और sulfuric acid से अगर हम reaction कराते हैं तो ortho और para नाइट्रोबेंजीन बनता है यहाँ पे, और नाइट्रेटिंग एजेंट पे हम लोग HNO3 या सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड यूज करते हैं. Moving on to the next one, that is sulfonation reaction. In sulfonation there is a sulfuric acid which act as a sulfonating agent. SO3H का अटैक होता है यहाँ पे, and it results in the formation of minor product is at ortho position 2-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid and 4-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. नेक्स्ट वन इज योर फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन. अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन में हम लोग अल्काइलेशन और एसाइलेशन बोथ करते हैं. अल्काइलेशन के लिए हम लोग AlCl3 एज ए लुईस एसिड यूज करते हैं. टॉलिन के साथ हम Cl2 अगर यूज करेंगे तो ऑर्थो पैरा डेरिवेटिव बनता है. और फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन में हम लोग CH3Cl यूज करते हैं जनरली. मिथाइल क्लोराइड, इथाइल क्लोराइड. ओके, सो देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन एंड AlCl3 विल एक्ट एज अ लुईस एसिड. नेक्स्ट वन इज योर फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट एसाइलेशन. उसमें हम एसाइल क्लोराइड यूज करेंगे CH3COCl, और उसमें हमारा एसाइल ग्रुप आता है. अल्काइलेशन में अल्काइल ग्रुप आएगा हमारा, और एसाइल में COCH3 ग्रुप आएगा. प्लीज इन रिएक्शंस के ऊपर मत जाएगा. आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी, बाय मिस्टेक ये रिएक्शंस गलत लिखी गई हैं, सो आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी फॉर इट. मैं जस्ट वर्बली आप लोगों को बता देता हूँ. फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन, मिथाइल क्लोराइड विल बी यूज्ड एंड AlCl3 विल बी यूज्ड एज अ लुईस एसिड. So in alkylation there will be CH3 bond. In acylation CH3COCl will be used, so COCH3 will come on ortho and para position. Next one is your Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Again already discussed in my previous video. Chlorobenzene reacts with chloromethane or methyl chloride, we can say. Dry ether acts as a solvent, so it results in the formation of toluene and NaCl. बच्चों थोड़ा सा स्लाइड्स में कुछ नेम रिएक्शंस पे मैंने बाय मिस्टेक गलत लिख दिया है, सो एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी फॉर दिस. इसमें जो हम लोग फर्स्ट जो मैंने मिस्टेक की हुई है दैट इज़ योर नाइट्रेशन. मैं आप लोगों को बता दे रहा हूँ. नाइट्रेटिंग मिक्सचर इज योर HNO3 एंड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. सो NO2 प्लस आयन विल अटैक ऑन द बेंजीन रिंग, रिजल्ट इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ऑर्थो एंड पैरा डेरिवेटिव, वेयर नाइट्रोनियम आयन दैट इज NO2 पॉजिटिव. सो इट इज़ अ इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन. सेकेंडली जो मैंने एक मिस्टेक की हुई है इसमें मैं आपको बता दे रहा हूँ, जो रिएक्शन थोड़ा गलत लिखा गया. फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन में हम लोग मिथाइल क्लोराइड या इथाइल क्लोराइड यूज करते हैं, और एनहाइड्रस AlCl3 इसमें यूज होता है एज ए लुईस एसिड, और इट रिजल्ट्स इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अल्काइल. देयर इज अल्काइलेशन. फ्रीडल-क्राफ्ट दो तरह से होती है. फर्स्ट इज योर अल्काइलेशन एंड सेकंड इज योर एसाइलेशन. एसाइलेशन में हम एसाइल क्लोराइड यूज करते हैं CH3COCl, तो ऑर्थो या पैरा पोजिशन पे COCH3 ग्रुप आता है हमारा बेंजीन रिंग के ऊपर. सो थैंक यू सो मच ऑल अबाउट दिस वीडियो. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and do like, share and subscribe my channel.
Thank you.